Welcome to Lila Bradley's Kitchen. We are preparing black eyed peas today, and I've already partially cooked them so it won't take so long. But now I'm going to add the seasonings. And my first seasoning will be a teaspoon of marjoram. My next one will be a half a teaspoon of ground bay leaves. If you decide to make this dish, you can always adjust the seasoning to your taste. Okay, now I am going to add about a teaspoon of minced onions. And the salt will be the last thing that I will add. But I am going to put a teaspoon of smoked paprika. I really love using the smoked paprika. It gives a lot of dishes a really nice flavor. To get in here. Set that aside. Give this a good stir. I need to add a little bit more water. Here we go. Put these on the back burner. Turn them back on. And let them finish cooking. And in the meantime, while they're cooking, I'm going to get this rice going. Yeah, this is black rice. I had to let it soak because, it's been soaking overnight. So it's ready to go. First time I cooked this, I did not let it soak, and I ended up having to throw it away because it was horrible. But this time I know better. So I'm going to drain this water off. I have 2 cups here. And I'm going to add actually, this is 1 cup of rice. It looks like 2 cups since it's soaked. I'm going to add the water to it. Set it on the burner and get it started. I will sprinkle a little bit of sea salt in here. Now I'm not measuring, I'm just sprinkling. Probably a good teaspoonful. Okay, now I'm ready to get my tomatoes and everything ready for my okra and tomatoes. I used to buy a lot of canned tomatoes, and one day I realized once I stopped eating so much sweet foods, I could taste that the tomato sauce had sugar in it. I really didn't even know that. And I'm a label reader, but for some reason I didn't read that label. So no, I just decided to do my own. That way I know exactly what's in it. I have all kind of machines that would cut all this stuff up, but for some reason, I like doing things the old-fashioned way. Okay, we got that ready. This pepper is part of a pepper that I grew in my little garden on my deck. So I'm going to put some of that in there. Out. Dice this up real quick. Now we're going to put some onion in it. This I'm going to saute all this. And I'm going to put my okra in the steamer and let it get almost completely done. Then I'll add it all together. I'm going to put some purple in it also. I like my vegetables a little bit chunky. But you can do yours exactly how you wish. This is a shallot. This is the first time I've seen them this small, but this kind of replaces garlic. I didn't say it replaces garlic, I say kinda. All right. Next thing I'm going to do is get my okra, and I am using frozen okra from the store. This is what I'm using. Whoops. Skillet out over here so I can start sauteing. All right, I got everything going now. The rice is ready to be covered. And the black-eyed peas need to be turned down some. Oops, wrong burner. Give them a good stir. Okay, now while these things are simmering, I am going getting my chicken ready. And I'm also soaking my tomato that I'm going to cut up for my okra in baking soda. So I'm going to let them sit for a bit. I always skin my meat because I don't like the skin and the fat. And it's just the way that I have taught myself to cut back on as much fat as possible, even when I was having meat. So this is a crossover lesson, cooking lesson, for people that want to eat better but still having problems with meat consuming. And this is a lot less calories, I should say, less fat doing it this way. I'll just pull all that off. And I need to go get a knife. So that I can trim it. I'll try to take as much fat off of it as I possibly can. I have 4 thighs here. Second one going. I have 2 children at home, so when I cook the meat, they get to eat it. But I'm doing this because I know the struggle that I had to try to get off of meat. I was off maybe 3 months one time and went back on and ate like a pig. Another time I was off 4 months, got back on it, and did the same thing. So baby steps is better for me into something, because whenever I do that, I hardly ever succeed. But if I take baby steps and take my time and do it the right way, I have success. The hardest thing for me since I've been trying to be a vegan, is giving up fish. I went for about 4 months, not too very long ago, without any flesh. And all of a sudden one day I had this strong craving for fish. So lo and behold, I went to the fish market, bought about 8 up, put it in the freezer, and I think I ate fish every day for a week, which was not good, but I'm just being honest. This road we're traveling is not easy all the time, so none of us are perfect. And I've had many main reasons for wanting to do this cooking show, because I have learned so much from falling and stumbling and getting back up and dusting back off and falling again. I probably have fallen 1,000 times. I've lost count. Trying to eat better. But I've come a long way, and I just want to share some of the things that have helped me. I like to use the word crossing over the bridge to get to a better lifestyle. Okay, we got that done. Bit more. Now I'm going to get ready to season it here. Alright, I like to season this part first because I like to turn that part down in the cooking dish. And I have this seasoning here that I bought at the store, and I really like the way it makes chicken taste. So I'm going to put some of that on here. I don't need to take that off. Next, I am going to put my favorite seasoning. I'm not measuring this, I'm just adding it. I'm really a dunk cook, but I'm trying to get better since I'm doing this show. 'Cause I know how it was with me when I first started getting into watching videos. This is some garlic powder. When I couldn't find the measurements for whatever I watched, I was upset because I was stuck. I didn't know what to do next. So, now, add a little bit of sea salt. And, let's see, where's that cayenne pepper? There's my cayenne pepper. I like spicy food, so you don't have to put as much as I'm putting on here. And garlic. No, this is onion powder. Okay. I'm going to turn this over. I'm going to put some flour on it first. I like to do that too. Okay. Now I'm going to turn it over. I actually started on the wrong side. I like to have this side that I'm turning over now on the very bottom. So I'll just flip it around when I season it. A little red pepper. This one is almost empty. A little bit of sea salt. And what else? onion powder. Paprika. Smoked paprika, that is. This is really good when you're cooking greens instead of buying hog fat, bacon, and all that. I don't use any of that anymore. I just use the smoked paprika, and it gives it a meaty kind of smoky flavor, and I like that. Put me some more flour on this. I don't know, it just tastes better if you have flour on it. I did forget to put flour on it. One time I made it a couple of years ago, and it wasn't the same. It did not come out like I wanted it to. Now, flip this back over. And I do use a couple of dairy products when I make this. I'm going to put some butter on it, and it will be ready to go in the oven. This is just regular butter, but I am going to be doing a video on plant-based butter. But right now, I'm using the no. But for those of us that just starting on something like this, this is a tasty way to, at least it's not frying in oil or anything really bad. Just put a little butter on each piece. Cover it, and I'm going to take it to the oven. The oven is right here. Oops. Pop it in. And now I am going to get ready to wash my tomatoes. First, I need to clean out the sink. So I'm going to turn this off for a minute. All right, I'm back, ready to start sauteing, but first, I'm going to check the rice. Ooh, looking good, looking good, looking good. Black eyed peas, almost ready for salt, but not quite. Turn the fire down. Get my skillet dry. And for my oil, I use the grapeseed oil. Just put enough in it to coat the bottom of the skillet. Let that get hot. I like these cutting boards because they're bendable. I bought those when I bought my Vitamix machine. Go ahead and put a little sea salt on these. Put a little bit of this smoked paprika in here. I would say that's probably a good teaspoonful, maybe a heaping teaspoon. And while this is getting ready, let's see, I got my black-eyed peas. We're going to focus on now getting the cornbread going. So I'm going to shut this off for a moment. Okay, my onions and tomatoes for the okra is ready. See that? I'll bring my okra over here. Put it in. Oh yeah, nice and slimy. I love this stuff. If you don't like slime, you probably won't like okra, but it sure is wonderful. And if you need a detox, this will do it for you. Put the top back on that. Turn it down really low. And let it simmer. Check my rice. This looks really good. See that? Yeah. Let's see how much water is there. Needs to cook down just a little bit more. And it will be ready to go. Oops. Check the black-eyed peas. Oh, yeah. Yum. Let them cook down some more. And for this recipe, for the cornbread, I use garbanzo bean flour along with spelt and just a half a cup of cornmeal. I'm going to find another grain to replace that cornmeal. I haven't decided what I'm going to use for that, but And I have to, this is my flour container, what I grind my grains in. And this is going to be about 2 cups of garbanzo beans. And this is going to get really loud. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got. Look at that. From beans to flour. Now, I do sift this because sometimes there's a few little chunks left behind. And we don't want that. So I'm going to shut this off for a moment until I get that straight. So I added my teaspoon of salt and 3/4 teaspoons of baking soda. Not baking powder, but baking soda. I just learned the same thing with the soda by itself. This came out pretty good. It didn't have any whole beans in it. I'm going to put my one cup of spelt flour. I ground that up too, but I had this already. Had enough left over so I didn't have to grind any today. Is what? Cornmeal. So I just want about 1/2 cup of that. Mix this all together. Usually shake like this, but it seems like it goes faster like this for me. So. There we go. And on this, I am using buttermilk. I really like buttermilk cornbread. Probably going to use about of that. And I'm going to put 1 egg, and a half cup of grapeseed oil. Oh, here we go. My 35-year-old machine is still working like a champ. Need to scrape my bowl down. And I'm going to need some more buttermilk for this because this is definitely not enough. I'll get my bowl ready, my dish ready. Scrape it down again. Whoa. About to have a catastrophe over here. Ugh. There we go. I'm glad I love cooking. I like eating my own food. I hate going to restaurants, especially where I live, because everything is fried, dyed, and laid to the side. Okay, this should be ready. My mama say, get it all out. She used to lay the butter paper down on the table when it was all done and scrape the paper. So, yeah, I got those habits. Okay, now I'm going to put this in the oven. I love my little Breville. All right, that is set at 350 for 25 minutes. It should be ready. So now I'm going to turn this off and clean up a little bit, and I'll be back. Okay, so now everything is ready. Sorry about that. There's it. The chicken is ready. The cornbread. Now I'm going to plate it up. Get a piece of chicken. Some rice on here. Some black-eyed peas. I'm going to put it right over the rice. Kind of like that. Now for the okra and tomatoes. Now we're going to cut the cornbread. Let's make it where you can see it good. It came out pretty nice. Look at that. And there we have it, all plated up and ready to serve. To eat, rather. Thank you for watching.